another video. If you are new here, my name is Rachel. I am currently losing weight on the One2OneDiet by Cambridge Weight Plan, and this is just a place where I come to do weekly updates on my losses. Sometimes I cover like a topic, and yeah, it's just a roundup of my last week. So this week was my 8th week. I literally cannot believe it. The weeks are just flying by. So yeah, week 8. Up until this point, I had lost 2 stone 6 pounds, I believe. I was just off my, I was 1 pound off my 2.5 stone last week. So this week was a very exciting week as it was my 30th birthday. The greys will give it away. My hairdresser is so bad. And I decided I was staying on plan for my 30th. So I did get some wine and some chocolates, and I very kindly stored the wine away for whenever I'm at Target and gifted the chocolates on to somebody else because I just don't need them. And I was really proud of myself that I stuck to plan over my birthday. Literally 100%, nothing but products has passed my lips. Each day I've had my water, and I've been out I think 3 or 4 times this week, which is generally what my goal is. And this morning I had my weigh in, and boy did it pay off. So I think I said I needed like 4.25 pounds to get my stone in a month, and I was a bit nervous about it because I've been losing 3.25 pounds every week for like 4 weeks, I think. And then this week I stepped on the scale. Drum roll please. I lost 5 pounds. 5 pounds, like I was so excited. So that took my total loss so far to 2 stone 11 pounds in 8 weeks. Like what? So I was just so buzzing. So that means I've got 3 pounds to lose this week to get my 3 stone next week, and I know I can do it. So excited, and to do 3 stone in 9 weeks is just, is there any other plan that you could do this and not be hungry, be satiated, feeling on more energy? Like, tell me, please tell me. It's fab. So yeah, absolutely buzzing this week, and I've had some really nice non-scale victories. So I do like to talk about the weight and non-scale victories at the same time, because I think that you have to look at both. It's not just about numbers on the scale. And a weird one I've noticed this week is that my energy levels have really boosted. And I think it's a mixture of, obviously, been on the plan for a while now, all those nutrients I'm getting, Poppy's sleeping better, which helps, and getting out a bit more, getting that vitamin D in you from the sun, or is it vitamin D from the sun? Whatever you get from the sun, and just being out and about. I've noticed I'm not drinking as much coffee, so I'm only having probably 2 coffees a day, whereas before I was like having 5, maybe 6. So to have that boost in energy is just amazing, so amazing. And then the second non-scale victory I have noticed this week is that when Jamie hugs me now, he can get his one arm all the way around to my waist when he like gives me a hug. And is there a better feeling in this world? I don't think so. So yeah, they're really lovely non-scale victories. Obviously I do my pictures on the 28th, so on Sunday I'll be taking my progress pictures for Feb, and I'm really excited to see, like, I feel like the first month I noticed a really big change in my shape, and I was like, yeah, definitely going to see a big result on the pictures. And I don't feel like, I know there has been, but I sometimes just can't see that there's been much difference between my last progress pictures and the ones I'm going to take now. So we'll wait and see. I am excited to see them, but I'm also nervous that there's, I don't know. If you've been on this journey, it's a bit of a mind game. So I'm excited, but I'm also worried as to whether I'm going to see any real change. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll be like nearly 3 stone down by then, and then surely there'll be a big change. But yeah, one thing that I wanted to talk about this week, like I said, I like to bring a little bit more than just this is my weight, is the concept of loving yourself but hating fat. Now the reason I bring this up is because I've had a lot of people message me and they say, oh, you're really positive, or I have people message me like, oh, I hate how I look, like I need to get on plan. And I've always been a big advocate for, you can't hate yourself slim. If you hate yourself on this plan, you're like, there's nothing good about me, I don't like me, blah blah blah, then you're not going to succeed, because it's coming from a negative place. There's no positive driver behind it, really. You're wanting to lose weight because you don't like yourself, and I think a negative motivator is never going to push you through those really tough days, because you're already on a negative back foot. So if you then have a negative day on top of that, you're more likely, I think, to come off plan. So how I like to structure it and how I want you to start thinking about it is, love yourself, but hate obesity. Hate it. Find why you hate it. So for me, I do love myself. I mean, I look at what I've achieved in the last year before weight loss, and I'm a fucking hero. So I grew a baby, literally from nothing. I just grew her, and then went through 36 hours of labour and a whole host of stuff we're not going to talk about here, and popped her out. It wasn't that simple. I've brought her up in a lockdown. I've been there for my friends when they've been struggling in lockdown. We've kept in touch with family. We've done lovely random acts of kindness, like we're good people. We've worked on our marriage because we went through difficult times with Poppy when she was younger, and our marriage is stronger than ever. Like I'm a good person and I do love me. However, what I hate is obesity, and I tell you why. I hate it because it makes me unhealthy. So when Jamie had COVID, I thought I was going to get COVID. I was convinced I was going to die, because a high BMI will make you unhealthy. I hate that it makes me not want to do things with people or not want to do social events, because it restricts my options and what I feel comfortable wearing. Obviously, you can wear whatever you want at any size, but it's what you feel comfortable with, and so it holds me back from that. It holds me back from able to go out and about and play with Poppy, or run around, and it holds me back from being able to just enjoy my life to the fullest. I don't do that. I'm not a bad person because of that. That's what obesity and fat does. So in the same way that if I had any other kind of condition that I didn't like, obesity falls into that category for me. And this plan is a way of rectifying the obesity. So I still love myself, I work on love myself the whole way through, but obesity is what I hate, and that is what I'm tackling. By doing that, whenever you have a really shit day on plan, or you're not on plan but you just have a really shit day and you're like, oh, I maybe want to come off plan, actually my driver isn't, yeah, because I hate me, because I'm crap and I can't do anything right, blah 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 blah. No, my driver is when I'm not going to come off plan, because I'm fighting this horrible thing that I don't like, so that I can be a healthy person. I'm going to invest that time in me, I'm going to look after me because I love me, and I'm going to banish this horrible thing that holds me back, which is the fat and the obesity. So yeah, hope that makes sense. I think it's a really interesting thing to think about if you have maybe been struggling, or you can't figure out why you keep falling off the wagon, or you can't really push forward with plan. Differentiate those two things and make sure you're investing in yourself. Self-care is so important. Have a bath, do a facial, put a bit of slap on your face if it makes you feel a little bit better. Go for a walk. I hated going for a walk to begin with, but now I love it. I love just getting out, that same motion, you just can switch off, pop a podcast in, love it. So focus on you and differentiate you as a person from fat cells in your body. Fat cells, we can get rid of that. There's a really simple recipe to get rid of that, but you have to love yourself. So yeah, on to week 9. Cannot believe it, crazy. Obviously hoping to get that £3 off to get my 3 stone this week. Nothing's really going to hold me in the way. I've got a couple of kit days with work, which should be interesting. Can't can't believe it, it's just come around so quickly. So yeah, interesting because of Poppy and how she's going to react to them, but fingers crossed they'll go well. And yeah, on to another fabulous week, and hopefully I will see you next week 3 pounds lighter, hitting my 3 stone goal. So yes, if you're having a tough day or you're struggling, my inbox is always open. Feel free to message me at any point. And if you've got any questions, as always, leave them down below. But I hope everyone has a fabulous week.